Hello, Seekerites. Good. It's another night. I have this habit of talking to you at night, but I wanted to connect with you again to send another message. I know, again, as usual, we're far from each other, and you're doing school in the ways you can. And I wanted to just share a message with you again about this situation we find ourselves in, and perhaps about how we survive, because at this point so many things are happening. We're now talking about getting back to normal, and people are talking about and not the same kind of normal but a new normal. Today we hear that school won't be reopened until September, and so that means for all intents and purposes our final years are not going to come back to Mary Seacole Hall and to UE. And when our first years come back, they're going to be second years, and our second years are going to be final years. That's huge. And when we'll have a whole new set of first year students, and the first years would have said we never really had our full year. And it will be a time, of course, of nostalgia, for people to remember the good things, what happened in orientation your first year. And it will also be a time for people to think through, what more could we have done if we had the year, but we didn't. So I want to say to you that now is a time that calls on you to focus on the present. You have to stay in the now. You have to stay in the moment. I was just thinking how important it is for us to be people who can focus. Think about what COVID-19 is asking us to do, and what this unprecedented moment is asking us to do, to be focused on the now, on the present. And so I think about it all the time, because I'm, for example, one who likes to touch my face. Now you have to remember that you're not supposed to touch your face. You have to remember to wash your hands. You have to remember to not just go around touching every surface, and then having touched the surface, to not touch your face, or to be careful who you touch and how you touch people. These things were unconscious, but now the times that we live in requires that we pay attention. So as you seek to navigate school, that's something I'd like to tell you. Pay attention. Notice what is happening around you. This is a time that calls for focus, for razor sharp focus. So I'm asking you to focus on the thing that you want. If you know what your objective is, if you know what you're about, if you are confident that you need to get this thing done, trust me, being focused is going to be your best bet. And being focused essentially means staying in the now, staying in this moment. Pay attention to what is happening to you. Pay attention to what is happening to the people around you, and stay connected with people. It's hard to not run and hug people. It's hard to not touch. But we have to, in a way, pay attention to the fact that these are preserving measures, life-preserving measures. So I encourage you Seekerites, as you try to navigate your day through school, to focus, to pay attention, to stay connected to the present, to know what you are about, remember what you are about, remember your plans, remember the timelines that you set for yourself. And even if you're going to push one or two of them back, remember fundamentally you have to make a commitment to yourself to stay connected to your dreams. So I encourage you, and I'm encouraging you and your family and the people who you come in contact with to stay in the now. When you're washing your hands, remember why you're washing your hands. When you go to put your hand in your face, remember why it's important for you to not just touch a surface and touch your face or touch yourself or touch somebody else, because you're protecting yourself, you're protecting the spread of the disease, you're protecting those around you. And as you go to school, and as you try to fight the fatigue and to fight the constant distraction and your mind wandering and going off to new places, remember that the only antidote you have for a distracted state is your focus and your attention. Stay focused, stay in the now, be present. Take care till next time.